Patrick Kane is undoubtedly the greatest American player of all time.
2-on-1, hustling back as one over shot. Kane, the backhand shot. He scores! Patrick Kane is only he can do. Kane dancing in. Kane scores! Spinorama scores! Patrick Kane.
But before all of this, there was one game that announced Patrick Kane as a superstar.
Scott, it sounds like everybody's ready for one of the great nights in professional hockey, a playoff elimination game.
The year is 2009, May 11th to be exact. Chicago are one win away from the conference final, and the United Center was deafening. We gotta do some backtracking first, though. After many years in the gutter, Chicago had been building a war chest of prospects, and soon they would get blessed with 2 game-breaking draft picks. In 2006, Jonathan Toews was selected 3rd overall by Chicago, and after they won the draft lottery the next year, the Blackhawks struck gold and got Patrick Kane. When the 07-08 season began, excitement was at an all-time high. Although the Hawks missed the playoffs by just a few points, when the 08-09 season came around, Chicago were cooking something special. Leading the team in scoring, their big 3 of Martin Havlat, Patrick Kane, and Jonathan Toews didn't disappoint at all. Secondary scoring from Ladd, Versteeg, Boland, and Sharp came up huge, and after they signed Brian Campbell in free agency, their defensive core quickly became one of the most exciting in the league. They'd finished the year with 104 points, the most for the franchise since the early 90s, and after they made light work of the Flames in round 1, their opponent in round 2 was gonna be a real test.
Drives the net. Dimitri's pass, tip, he scores! Allen shoots, just missed off the boards in front, they score! Steve Bernier get twisting and turning. McDonald save Luongo!
Vancouver were no easy opponent. After a few dry streaks at the start of the calendar year, the Canucks were one of the hottest teams in the league heading into playoffs. With both Sedin twins reaching the point-per-game mark, the Canucks would also add legend Matt Sundin midway through the season. Great secondary scoring from Kessler, Dimitra, and Burrows, and a rock-solid defensive core. With Roberto Luongo between the pipes, the Canucks had one of the most complete rosters in the league. As their hot streak continued into the playoffs, they would sweep the St. Louis Blues and quickly become a favorite to take home the cup. When the series kicked off, the Canucks jumped out to an early 3-0 lead in Game 1, but Chicago would claw back to tie the game. As the time was winding down on the clock, overtime seemed more than likely. Game 2 would see Vancouver jump out to yet another lead, and with Luongo standing on his head, things did not look too good for the Hawks.
Scores! The Blackhawks have gained the split they wanted in Vancouver.
When the series went back to Chicago, Vancouver responded with a 3-1 win in Game 3, and when the pivotal Game 4 rolled around, Chicago were down 1-0 for basically the entire game. But Martin Havlat would come up huge, tying the game late, and in the extra frame, things would get even better for Chicago. When the series shifted back to Vancouver, with Game 5 tied 2-2, Chicago would get a power play late in the game.
There's a broken stick, it's the defender, Mitchell's lost his. Kane, there's the shot, he scores! Dave Boland up high!
After taking the crucial Game 5 on the road, all Chicago had to do was win one more game at home, and their ticket to the conference final would be punched. Before the puck dropped for Game 6, here's how the lineups for both teams were looking. For the Canucks, tons of skill on the top line, a mix of hustle and skill in the middle 6, and a 4th line of bruisers that played their heart out. With a D-core solid as ever and Bobby Lou between the pipes, Vancouver looked great. For Chicago, skill and size on the top line and a bottom 9 mix of pesky, physical, and skilled players was rounded out by an equally as solid D-core that had the Boo-Lin wall between the pipes. As the game kicked off, it took no time at all for the action to ramp up.
Seabrook loads up and shoots, deflected just wide of the net. A wraparound and Luongo. Alexander Edmund wiggles loose, lost control. Boland stopped by Luongo. Havlat shoots, that's blocked. The Canucks look nervous with the puck early in the game. Here's Havlat, wide on Salo, shoots, So Chicago with the best early chances. The crowd on their side. Willie Mitchell back deep. And there's a first penalty being called.
Kane's going to get a call here as he reached around on Willie Mitchell. And a little overzealous forecheck. And, you know, interesting.
Matias Oland is back. Luongo played the puck around the boards, but he gave it away as the shot from Burris comes to the net. Here's Matt Sundin with a slapper deflected, and Abby Bullen had to make a good save.
With the Canucks pressing, Chicago had to get something going, and soon enough, they'd get a huge opportunity.
He was checked and Seabrook gets the puck to center. Hadley has a breakaway. Deeks stopped by Luongo. Shots.
Fellas.
Early on, there's a takeaway by Patrick Sharp. Beats the puck in front. Eager found on the shot.
After weathering the storm early, the Canucks' hard work was soon to be rewarded.
Walker to get out, and Bolin makes good. Here's Hadley with Ladd going to the net. Walker, the defenseman, up with him. Turned the puck over and got caught. Sundin, Mason Raymond. Kessler's in front. The shot, he scores! Mason Raymond.
After getting the game's first goal, the Canucks knew they had to lock it down.
Bruh.
Up the middle comes Brian Campbell heading for the net. Patrick Kane shoots, he scores!
After leveling the score, Chicago would take a penalty almost immediately after, and Vancouver hoped to pounce.
Sundin, he's got some options and he shoots, and that might have been tipped. Red Seabrook battles for the puck, put it off the side of his own net in front. Daniel's shot, and Abby Bullen made the save.
Get the shot through.
That's Sundin back on, barges down the right wing, runs into Seabrook and knocks him down. Ryan Kessler now shoots, Abby Bullen the save, and there's no rebound. He's still hoping to pay to go away soon. Right off the draw, Abby Bullen just stole Taylor Pyatt. Seabrook gave the puck away. Kevin Bieksa shoots a rolling puck. Abby Bullen the save. Burrows scrambling for the puck. Henderson hit hard, but he got the puck to Burrows. A rebound. Pitches down, holds the puck in. Now he gets hit. Knocked down, he's out of the play. Back comes Adam Burris. He shoots off the side of the net. You be the judge. Is this a late hit?
I think without question you could call it a late hit or a charge. Had a good aggressive start here in Game 6.
Sedin says the line have 7 points and a -3 for the series. And the first period is over.
With the second period underway, gaining the early momentum was going to be huge.
Reach of Martin Hadley. Alex Edler, there's a collision on the other side. Ryan Kessler's down and he's hurt. You're a night to center. And it took a few tries for the Blackhawks to get out. Back come the Hawks and another collision over in front of the Vancouver bench. And it's a Hawk, Ben Eager, who's down and hurt. Pushed him into the open gate. Down on the ice. Here's Brent Seabrook. Turns, can't get his big shot away. Versteeg shoots, he scores!
After the goal from Versteeg, Chicago weren't done there.
Hadley, cross ice, deep in front, stopped by Luongo. And the crowd to the blue line. Brian Campbell shoots fearlessly, blocked by Ryan Kessler.
And he's going down and taking away all the shooting. And Duncan Keith got his speed in there.
Here's Andrew Ladd. He's hoping to be a Vancouver penalty. Patrick Sharp. Marty Hadley has the puck. Jonathan Dane slides one on the line and they score. It beat him. Chicago 3, Vancouver 1.
With a 3-1 lead, Chicago had Vancouver right where they wanted them.
Makes it deep. Daniel Sedin scores. Finally, Daniel Sedin gets one by Nick Abby Bullen and Vancouver.
After cutting the lead back down to 1, Vancouver were pushing for the next one.
And this time Daniel puts it up and over.
Here they come again. Wellwood straight up the middle. Spins, beats the puck in front. And Baldwin, it couldn't change. Wellwood looks like he got hurt. Hit by a stick. Keep the puck in the line. Ryan Kessler on his backhand. Mason Raymond shoots it. Back to Kevin Bieksa. Shane O'Brien shoots. Heavy Bullen can see it.
With Vancouver's fourth line on the ice, Vigneault hoped to spark some momentum, and soon he would get his wish.
Rebound is there. Johnson can't quite get it. Chalmers takes a hard hit from Hornachuk and goes down. And the Canucks are trying to center the puck.
Almost immediately after the Richter scale hit, the Canucks would get a chance.
Coming on the other side is Wellwood, just off the bench, up against Chalmers. Hornachuk with another hit on Sharp, and the Canucks hold it in again. O'Brien shoots, scores! Shane O'Brien has tied the game 3-3.
After Coach Q called timeout, the action would slow down a lot, but not completely.
Does the same thing. Wide on Seabrook, throws the puck at the net. Burrows. Ladd took a run at him.
From there, as his face went straight into the board.
For Campbell. Kane turns off the boards, has some room, shoots, Longo stopped it. Passes back to the blue line, the extra shot, tipped just wide of the net. O'Brien now leads the puck up the middle. Henrik Sedin, Daniel goes to the net, there's the pass. Daniel Sedin, Seabrook with his back up in the second period, comes to an end.
With 20 minutes remaining and the score leveled at 3, you would expect a defensive final frame, but you couldn't have been more wrong.
And they get the puck, Salo fires the shot, tipped it down by Burrows, and the puck stays out of the net. As Christine with it up the middle, the pass goes to Burris, and the play goes offside.
We had too many men on the ice, was it?
That was a too many men on the ice penalty call.
Count the red sweaters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not good.
Following Bernier, Henrik Sedin, stopped by Heavy Booman. Down in front of the net, Sundin, only one-timer, he banned on it, a rebound. Digging away at it is Alex Burrows. Handler into the middle, he shoots, Heavy Booman the save. Big rebound, Sundin scores!
After the massive goal from Sundin, Vancouver hoped to shut it down. We interrupt your program to bring you the latest episode of What Do You Think Happens Next? Your options today are A. Vancouver scores another goal, B. Chicago scores a goal right after this, or C. Vancouver holds on for the win. Comment your predictions down below. B.
Patrick Sharp stole the puck, Burris shoots, scores!
After yet another goal, both teams pressed harder than ever for the next one.
Wellwood gets himself open, passes off, Edler shoots, great save by Heavy Booman. Gibson couldn't get it, but Daniel does. To Henrik, to Daniel, he shoots, and Heavy Booman made the save.
Let them keep the crowd out.
Kessler out of the penalty box, Mason Raymond shoots, Heavy Booman stops it. Wellwood comes in to help, turns out front, Bernier shot, that's blocked, again another shot, Heavy Booman the save. Loose puck, just for it, can't come up with it. Chris Versteeg down low, centering, quick shot by Paulson, and deflected wide. Bufflin ran into the goaltender, Long goes down as though hurt.
Bufflin stick right in the face after he got knocked down.
Faced by Matthias Owen. Ladd goes to the front of the net, that's where the puck goes, tipped by Poland at the side of the goal. Makes it across to Seabrook. Long goes down, he's been knocked down. There's a penalty being called in front for interference.
After a questionable call, Chicago's worst nightmare would soon come true.
And they win another draw. Sammy Salo into the middle of the ice, passes off. Daniel Sedin hangs on, shoots, he scores!
With just under 8 minutes remaining in the game, Vancouver looked to ice the game.
Bounced on Mitchell,
Well, after an unfortunate play to tie the game, Vancouver hoped to keep.
Hawks are offside. There's a penalty being called against Vancouver. Shane O'Brien.
No.
Fellas, Ob's checking in.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
And sure enough, the good old classy Edmonton girl, you know, one cocktail, next thing you know, I got her just riding me in the pool.
Taves, Sharp in front, they score!
Oh my God. Well, in just over 90 seconds, Chicago tied the game and took the lead. And they showed no signs of slowing down.
From the Hawks again, Marty Havlat. Ladd goes to the net, Havlat shot, caught by Luongo, and they're behind in the game. Henrik Sedin cuts for the net, can't get the forehand shot away.
As Vancouver pushed with little to no success, Chicago would get a break.
Hawks have the puck high in the center. Here's Kane.
Fellas, Ob's checking in.
Oh no. In the biggest game of his career so far, Patrick Kane scored a hat trick to seal the deal.
The Blackhawks are going to the Western Conference Final.
Yo, what the hell, bro?
What?
Bro, your video's incomplete.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
You just, ended it after they beat Vancouver,
Yeah?
Well, what happened against Detroit?
They got fucked.
Oh, Yeah. Well, didn't Chicago like win the cup?
Whoa. Dude, no spoilers, man. That's literally going to be my next video.
Oh, sorry, yo, my bad. When it drops, how am I going to be able to see it?
By subscribing and hitting the bell.